Good day to all our viewers out there. My name is Heinrich Neetling and welcome to Mathematical Literacy. In today's lesson, we'll be focusing on the topic of finance, but more specifically on VAT, that is your value added tax, as well as exchange rates. Now, let me quickly share something interesting with you. Did you know that in South Africa, VAT currently contributes approximately 33% to the national budget at a VAT rate of 15%? And also quite interesting is that the average VAT rate globally is around 20%. Okay, so what are our lesson objectives? So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to, right, first of all, define the terms VAT and exchange rates. Right, that's the focus of our lesson today. You must understand the difference between VAT exclusive and VAT inclusive. Also important is to calculate a final price by adding 15% to the price excluding VAT. We will also look at calculating the price excluding VAT from the price that already includes VAT. Okay. Also important, you must be able to estimate and calculate the value of one currency in relation to other currencies. You must use and apply the following concepts, right? So we'll look at weak currency, we'll look at it further on, explain that as well. We'll look at strong currency, and then lastly, we'll also look at the buying power of a currency. Okay, so let us quickly do a short practice, okay? And I want you to work with me. But before we do that, this is the outline. As I've indicated, the focus of today's lesson is value added tax as well as exchange rates. Okay, now here we have our pre-knowledge. So what is value added tax, right? There's the abbreviation written in full. VAT is a charge, right, added to the purchase price of goods and services. In South Africa, VAT is currently charged at 15%, as we all know. Some goods and services that are regarded as basic necessities are exempted of or from VAT, meaning no VAT will be added. For example, eggs, fresh fruit, brown bread, etc. On the other hand, we'll look at exchange rate, and I've indicated here that an exchange rate is the value of one country's currency in terms of another country's currency. Also important to note is that exchange rate changes daily due to what is happening in the markets across the world, right? That we call the market trends. Then an exchange rate is used when countries trade. Okay, so now we at our pre-knowledge practice. Okay, so the first question here, write the abbreviation VAT in full. Right, so this is again a level 1 question. So here we'll indicate that this is value added tax. All right, so there's your VAT, value added tax. Our second question, VAT in South Africa is charged at, I agree, 15%. Can you see how easy it becomes? All we need to do is just listen. This I've already addressed when I opened with this lesson. Same will apply in your classrooms. Right, question number 3. Calculate the amount of VAT charged on an item of 95 Rand. Remember we said the percentage is 15%, but now we want to know what is the amount, not the percentage. So therefore I will go and I say, that will be 15 over 100, which represent our 15%. Off means I multiply the 95 Rand that we are working with. Right, so I'll type this in on my calculator, 15 divided by 100, multiply by 95 Rand. So this will give us an answer of 14 Rand and 25 cents. Okay, are we clear? So the amount of VAT is 14 Rand and 25 cents. Let's look at some few other questions. Question number 4, define, right, the term exchange rate. So an exchange rate is the value, right, of one currency in relation to other currencies, right? So it's the value of one currency in relation to other currencies. Guys, I hope that's all clear to you. Okay, that's the definition of an exchange rate. And then question number 5, lastly here we have convert 5,000 Rand, right, to American dollar if the exchange rate is 1 US dollar equals 18 Rand and 7 cents. Okay, so I must exchange my 5,000 Rand into American dollar. Okay, so in this case, we can see that the American dollar is much stronger than ours, right? 18 times basically. So therefore, I'll take 5,000 and I will divide that by my 18 Rand and 7 cents. So please work with me. We type in 5,000 divided by 1807. So that will give us, and remember now, our unit is American dollar, right? So that will give us 276, and I'll round off to 2 decimal places, 70 American dollars. Okay, guys, let's quickly look at some other important wording that you should know. Explanation. I indicated here that the VAT exclusive amount, right? Sometimes we explain it as, or indicate it as VAT exclude, as you can see, is always equivalent to 100%. What else is important? VAT is always equivalent to 15%, okay, of the VAT exclusive amount. Then the VAT inclusive amount, right, and this is normally how we indicate it, is always equivalent to 115% of the VAT exclusive amount, meaning it is the VAT exclusive amount, the 100% I referred to, plus the VAT of 15%. Then what else is important? A currency, right, is the system of money used in a particular country or region, right, such as your dollar in the USA, American dollar, Rand in South Africa, or the euro in most of Europe. Then a currency is said to be strong, right, when it is worth more relative to other currencies. For example, when one unit of a currency trades for more units of another currency. Then a currency is said to be weak when it is less in value, right, as compared to another currency. Also important for you to know is that countries with weak currency have much higher levels of imports than exports. And then remember I said we look at the buying power, or sometimes referred to as the purchasing power of a currency, means its unit of currency can buy more goods or service for that matter. And then lastly, I indicated here, sometimes codes are used, right, to distinguish currencies instead of symbols. For example, we sometimes refer to ZARF, South African Rand, okay? Then TWD, that's for example your Taiwan dollar, or THB for your Thai baht, okay? Guys, let us quickly take a short break. After the break, we'll put all of this into the mathematics. See you now.